So this is the front of my house. And there's the garden in front. That's in front of the window. Very nice little garden. I have this mandarin here. Yeah, it's just starting to get some color. And then I got some plants to plant. I got to get this boxwood in the ground. I have a lot of succulents in pots. So, yeah, I don't know how many of those I'm taking with me when I move, but... And this is a plant I just got. This is Butelon Victor Riker. It does not have the flower, but it's a beautiful peachy colored flower with the stamen that hangs down below the petals. Kind of looks like hibiscus. Yeah, so I got a screaming good deal on this. It's in a 5-gallon, and I got it for $25 at the wholesale nursery that I went to, and the height is great for that price. And then this is a Kaffir lime. So these leaves are used in curry dishes and stuff, and you can freeze them. They have kind of an interesting double leaf thing going on. And here's the fruit. Is that interesting or what? All that bumpiness? Kind of curious about, cutting one of those open. Really, there's only that one. There's all these buds, though, that are coming in. So it's never bloomed before that I remember seeing. And I've had it for about 10 years, maybe. So this is kind of cool that it's blooming. Happy about that. Yeah, so that is a Kaffir lime. In a pot. Does well in a pot. And then I have this little alcove area here that I put up because I just didn't want to look in the neighbor's yard. I don't keep stuff very cleaned up over there, so anyway, that was my way to resolve that. So I got a couple chairs here. Got a really big what is this? Heavenly bamboo. Yeah, so this is actually a really good plant. Okay, I'm in California Zone 9B. So this does well here. It has 3-season interest, so it has kind of a Japanesey look with the leaves the way they are. And then in the fall, it makes berries that turn red. Yeah, those ones are redder. Yeah, berries that turn red, and then in the spring it gets a white flower. And it's one of the tried and true landscape plants. I mean, no pest problems, pretty moderate water, moderate to low water. And it has that Japanesey look, so. And you can trim out, this one's really thick. I mean, I could take out some of these top branches that are poking out, and I could give it a better shape very easily with like 4 or 5 cuts. So it's a keeper. Yeah, so this is still part of my front garden. Got some calla lilies back there. These ferns are great. These came out of one of my clients' gardens. So we have to divide them about every 2 years. They just grow so fast and they get big, and I have a lot of them in pots. Yeah, so there's my front door. Yeah. So, let's see, go this way for a minute. Yeah, there's my front door. All decorated with all my funky stuff. Just before I made this video. And I just want to show you, piles of rocks like this, that's housing for beneficial insects. And also like piles of leaves like this, especially with the wood in there, they love that. That's like a whole community. Beneficials will stay. they'll raise their family in your garden if you do that. But then you can't use any pesticides. It's very important. I don't use any anyway, but you can't use any pesticides. They'll leave right away. So you want the beneficial insects because they pollinate. They pollinate little teeny flowers like these that other insects can't, pollinate. And other little teeny flowers like these that listen. Little teeny flowers. That's what they need. So, yeah, you want to keep them. Yeah, I just took some plants out of this bed too. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here. I'm not sure. Got a couple of these jade plants. They're some of them are pretty big. Yeah. And then over here I have, they're not really starting to get big yet, but these are going to be pineapple guavas. And I have two different kinds. I have this really large one. Yeah, and it's got tons of them forming right now. So this was given to me by one of my roommates. And then this one, I have this one, and these are more elongated. There's some buds right there. But both of these trees will be loaded with these. I don't see too many buds on this one though. Yeah, there's some buds though. Yeah, and I think they're going to be a little later this year than they were last year. It seems like it. It'll probably be like the end of November. That's what I think. Okay, so this is where I just planted my elephant garlic. I've got 10 huge cloves on each side. So that'll be good. And then I'm going to take this foxglove out of this bed. And then I'll have this whole half here. And I'm going to think about what I want to plant. Maybe some onions. Maybe some potatoes. But we'll see. Yeah, actually, there's a few potatoes right there. Okay. So, anyway, that was just my little talk. This is a scented rose geranium. It smells wonderful. I love it. Also have one that smells like lemon. It's great. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for walking through my garden with me. Okay. See you later. See you next time. Bye.